On my way up here from Miami this morning, I was thinking I actually haven't spoken publicly in about a year, and in that time, we've done some pretty cool stuff. And when I was thinking about what I wanted to speak about, I couldn't necessarily come up with one topic, so I came up with four. I'm going to bunch them together. These are four things that have been on my mind all year. It's things that we've been testing at the agency, and these are things that really run pretty much all my businesses. It's also the same things that we instill within our clients' businesses as well. So pardon me while I get queued up here. It's not all about your website. This is something that we're doing a lot of with clients. A lot of the times, especially with smaller, newer websites that don't have a lot of authority, they don't have a lot of brand pull, it's really tough to get movement on it. Again, especially if you're just starting a website from scratch, e-commerce, whatever it may be, you should really be looking at other opportunities to get exposure. Like I said, a lot of times we focus way too much on just our website, and we lose track of the fact that people are not just going to websites and buying. They're all over the internet. They're looking around. We've got to hit multiple touch points, and this is an awesome way to do it. So like I said, sometimes algorithmically, it's not even just on Google now, it's social media too. Social media does not want to give a lot of exposure to people, so we've got to look for other ways. Sometimes algorithmically, it's just not possible to get exposure with your website, and just trying to jam it with like old school marketing tactics, it's not going to help you out. It's not only going to hurt your website, but it's just going to be a complete waste of time and resources. So we can use this to our advantage, but more importantly too, this is about leveraging the authority of other properties, right? This is a Nielsen case study that shows that, says that people are 4 times more likely to buy when referred to a friend. It's why, getting out and meeting people is never going out of style, especially if you're an agency. But we can leverage that in the internet too. So here's an example. One of our clients are called Teamy. They sell tea, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Starbucks owned a brand called Teavana that recently went out of business. And we found that a lot of people were searching for like Teavana replacements, right? Because they were looking to buy the same tea. Maybe not the same tea, but tea that's similar. If we were to just publish on Teamy's website, like, hey, we're a Teavana replacement, we might be able to get it to rank. We might be able to get some traffic off social to it, but no one's going to take it seriously because they're going to be like, oh, you sell tea, awesome, like, congrats, It's not a very genuine referral. But if we could get them listed in an article on another website, on an authority website, that's a huge referral, right? So these roundup, I call them roundup styles, or like listicle style articles. They rank really, really well for branded terms. You see them on like HuffPost all the time, Forbes, and they're shit articles too. But they just rank really well because Google knows that when somebody's searching for something like this, they don't want to see a brand's website. They want to see more of a listicle. It's like the same thing with Yelp when you're searching for like an attorney or something, or like Avo, why all those roundup sites work really well because they're third-party referrals that add a sense of unbiased, even though you pay for them, but that add a sense of unbiased to it. So all we did, it's really easy. You just got to find someone who's writing about these topics and then just send them an email with a pitch. And we just pay them. We paid this girl $100 to write this article. She put our client as number 2 in here, and that's that. It now ranks, and it drives referral traffic, and the client is beyond happy. And we got an amazing link from an SEO point of view, but it also drives a ton of awareness and a ton of traffic and sales for the website as well. So another example here. This is for a client. They're called Predator Nutrition. They are a UK-based supplement brand. They sell like protein and like bodybuilding supplements and stuff like that. So what we found when we were going through the keyword research process, again, I don't touch any of these tools. I just use Google search. It tells us everything we need to know. You can see that, so this is a product, by the way, Blackstone Labs Dust V2. I don't know what it does. It's a product. But the number 2, pretty much across the board for all their products, like whenever somebody's looking for a product, they're always looking for reviews. Again, it's really difficult to get your website to rank for a product that you're selling plus reviews. So what we found was that it's either getting on a site like Top 10 Supplements, again, a roundup style website, they were basically charging like $1,000 a month for a review on there. We weren't going to pay that. But YouTube videos also rank really, really well for review-based keywords. So what we did is we just had the client go through and had one of their staff members create a review video of every single product on their website. We embed those products on the product pages, and then just did like some very basic promotion, like on Reddit, like on forum threads, whatever, just dropping links. And you can see their video down there at the bottom. It ranks for all these keywords now, and it's just collecting passive views, driving awareness, and it's free exposure, you know what I mean? Especially for review keywords, which are very high intent. Like if somebody's looking for reviews, they're ready to buy, right? They're just looking for the right vendor to do that from. So that's another way to steal some exposure. So how many people here do e-com or want to do e-commerce? Yeah? Yeah. It's a tough sledding getting started. And a lot of the times either a brand is going to dominate or Amazon, Etsy, these authority platforms just dominate as well. So instead of fighting that, I suggest you embrace it, especially if you're just getting started. This is an example from a client, Rada Beauty. They sell like lavender oil. Yeah, like lavender oil, I don't know. But like natural products. And what we found was that Amazon just dominated. But what we also found was that a lot of brands weren't selling on Amazon because of, it's a pain in the ass selling on Amazon. They take a big cut. There's regulations, they're always changing their terms of service, and a lot of brands just don't really want to deal with it, so a lot of the times they just don't. I'll say this, they're migrating more now, but there's definitely opportunity for exposure on Amazon, but then also to rank organically through Amazon. So for example, what we did was we did manual keyword research where we took all their keywords that we were targeting for their website for SEO, right? We then had one of our VAs overseas go through and build a list of every time that keyword was triggering Amazon results, right? So if lavender oil was triggering Amazon search listings, we knew that number one, Google wanted to show Amazon, but number two, that we could jam up their Amazon store in the rankings. So Amazon SEO is not too different than normal e-commerce SEO. It's about optimizing the on-page, hitting it with some links. And you can see here, so this is one of the products that sells rose hip oil. It's 100,000 searches a month, and their Amazon store is ranking first for that search, right? So Amazon in itself, you can rank internally in Amazon, but you can also use the authority of Amazon to rank in Google search, and it's pretty easy to do too, because Amazon is such an authority website, and like I said, Google's gonna tell you what it wants to rank. If it is already ranking Amazon sites, don't even bother trying to jam your website up there. You can, but just do it on Amazon. It'll be much easier, faster, and cheaper as well. So this is an example from our brand, from Weber. So I used to guest post a lot, and I used to write for Moz. And one of the things that I did was I wrote this article. This is years ago. This is from 2015. So this is what are we in 2019, 2018? It's like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And it was about SEO services. Moz is just an incredibly powerful website in the SEO space, as some of you probably know. And the keyword SEO services is just brutally competitive. It's a national keyword. My website would never rank for it without doing some pretty shady stuff. So, this worked. So you can see here, if you Google SEO services, this article ranks nationally, which is huge. It's huge. I mean, it's awesome for Moz, but it's also good for me because it drives a lot of referral traffic. I mean, I wish you could see the screenshot underneath it, but it ranks for a lot of valuable keywords. And you can see over just the last couple of months, it's driven about 1,200 visits to our website, but more importantly, it's driven 127, those are contact form submissions, right? So those are people coming to our website that want to work with us as an agency. That's pretty incredible if you think about it. And it's a high intent keyword, and again, it's leveraging the authority and the referral of Moz. Like if you're on Moz, that's one thing. If you're on Moz ranking for SEO services, when someone's looking for it, they found out that you wrote the article, it's a done deal. So not only is the conversion rate high at 10%, which is amazing, but the conversion rate from lead to client is very high as well. So this is another example. This is something that we do, there's a bug up here, something that we do for a lot of local clients. I actually just wrote a blog post about this. So what we did for this client, they're called Dr. Smood. They have like 10 locations down in South Florida, up in New York now too. But we segmented between their website, their Yelp pages, and then using like PR to steal all of the SERPs. So we used their website to rank for like Miami Cafe. And then the secondary keyword was Miami coffee shops. We used their Yelp page to rank for that. And then the third keyword, which is really valuable, is these best keywords, right? So like best coffee shops in Miami, best cafes in Miami. It's really hard to get your website to rank for that because, again, people don't want to see your website if they're looking for the best because they know that you think you're the best. But if you get on like Miami New Times as best of, then you can rank very easily. And again, just the authority of that being listed locally as the best is very powerful. And it's the same process that I've referred to before. I mean, PR is actually pretty easy. It's just a matter of going out and finding the people that are already writing about this stuff, sending them an email, with a pitch, and then usually they just want money. It's pretty straightforward.